Okay, so here's the thing. The last time we were together, you know what? We discussed a fragrance by the house of Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren Polo Red Perfume, the 2023 release. And you know, whilst it is an absolutely stunning fragrance, absolutely stunning, whilst it has a sweetness and it has a real presence about it, for me personally, it sort of sits really close and it doesn't change much. And it I wished it projected more and I wished it had a little bit more sparkle, but it doesn't. And I said last time, I said that we would look at a fragrance that, you know what, takes that, for me, that sort of very contemporary sort of vibe, and it just, for me personally, it's better. This one on my skin projects nicely. This one has a little bit more of a character for me. But first of all, a massive, massive, arms open wide, warm welcome to this crazy fragrance channel. Okay, this is a hobby. I'm not sponsored, I'm not monetized, I'm not attached to anything. Well, just on YouTube, that's it. But you know what, I really, really appreciate your visit. If you found your way back, massive welcome. If you're new, a massive welcome. And then come back next time, that'd be great. Okay, so last time, where are we? We looked at this one. Polo Red Perfume. Okay. It smells rich, it smells high-end, it smells quality. For the 125ml, it is an expensive fragrance. It's over £100 British for the 125ml. Literally, for me, I put it on and I get sort of, it teases me with its sweetness, but the sweetness never actually gets off. It sits really close. And I've had a few messages from people saying, you know what, it is a crazy good fragrance. It really does this and that and the other. And you know what, if you've got this one and it's better on your skin and it projects and all that lot, let me know. For me, it's kind of almost monotone. It just goes on there and it sits very close. The sweetness teases me but never does anything, and I think the leathery sort of note just keeps it all very somber. But you know what? There is something else. These are very contemporary scents. I think they're both being launched 2023, which is around about this year. So here's another one. This is Myslf. I'm not too keen on the name, it sounds a little bit arrogant, but there you go. Okay, so this is Myslf by YSL. It is another perfume, and this, how would I describe it? Well, I'd describe it as tall, dark and handsome, a little bit like me. Okay, no, nothing like me. Okay, but the thing is, I haven't really got to sort of do a review on this one because YSL have done it all for me. I've got some blurb with this one. Get it up the right way. Let me read the blurb that tells you all about YSL Myslf Eau de Parfum. It says, it is for the new generation of men seeking self-ownership and celebrating their fluidity. Okay, let's try and break that down. YSL know what they're talking about here because they've told us. Here we go. So it is for the new generation of men. Okay, so I'm in my 50s. Am I classed as the new generation of men? Surely the new generation of men is the one that are in the hospitals just being born. So this is for the ones just being born. What? They come out with some stuff, don't they? Let's have a look at the other thing. It said, seeking self-ownership. Is that as opposed to renting? You know, they're encouraging you to buy your house instead of renting it. I don't know, there's mixed messages here. And then it says that this new generation of men are celebrating their fluidity. Okay, now, I thought maybe after a couple of weeks of wearing this, I'm going to be like the Terminator in Terminator 2. You know, the liquid Terminator, the T-1000. Do not question my knowledge on Terminator. The T-1000, you know, it was a liquid Terminator and it could become a floor or a coffee machine or another person. It was incredible. And I thought maybe I'll be able to celebrate my fluidity with this Myslf fragrance. You know what? I'm not thinking they're talking any kind of sense. Okay, there's more here. It says, as young men challenge masculinity. Okay, forget that lot. Right, ignore what they're saying. That is actually, that's more rubbish than I'm coming out with. So let me tell you about this tall, dark and handsome fragrance by YSL Myslf Eau de Parfum. Let me spray it and let me tell you about it. 2 sprays. That's the only bit that's professional about this channel. Okay, so, okay. This, when you first smell it, and if you've also smelt Polo red perfume, you're going to go, whoa, they're almost the same. This one, however, has a little bit more of a sparkle. It has like, it's the orange is almost kind of fizzy, and the sweetness on this one actually gets out. And for me, literally, for the first hour and a half to 2 hours, this radiates off me. This one doesn't. That's the thing. It just sits close. It's like putting a helmet on. That's it. Okay, this one for the first hour and a half to 2 hours radiates off me. And let me tell you, in that space of time, you will get people complimenting you. I wore this to work, and Natalie at work, one of my colleagues, Natalie, and if you've heard me talk about Natalie, she's very fussy. Actually, I'm not allowed to say that. I'm only allowed to say that Natalie knows what she likes in a fragrance. Mega fussy though she is. Okay, so this fragrance, I walked past Natalie mid-morning and she went, whoa, Leggy, you smell good. She said, and she described it as fresh out the shower, clean and nice. And okay, it is. Okay, Leggy, shut up about all the stupidness. What about the notes? Okay, it's a very simple fragrance. It's orange and it's woods. It's a woody orange fragrance, and you're going to go, is it something new? Is it something different? Is it opening a new chapter? No, this is nothing new. It smells very designer, and you know what? It smells like other fragrances, in particular this Polo red perfume. So it's absolutely nothing new, but it is done in a very, very high quality and nice way. How would I describe the orange? Really orangey. Come on, you want more than that, don't you? Alright, calm down, let me come and think of another word. Okay, the orange is rich and the orange is fresh. Okay, it's like, seriously, it's like you just... Okay, I've got a better way of describing it, and I've just thought of this one. You know what? The orange is taking me back to the original 1 million by Paco Rabanne. You know, the orange at the top of the original 1 million, that gorgeous, rich, deep, gorgeous orange. And it's got that same orange. You know what, it couldn't be the same one that the old boys squeezed. Okay, the orange is the best part about this fragrance. The orange adds a freshness, a sweetness, and it smells kind of really, it's almost sexy, the orange, because it has a sort of a slight creamy powderiness. Okay, underneath the orange essentially is woods. Okay, I guess it's kind of like an amber, it's a pale amber, but the woods, now the woods are not smoky or oady or deep or rich or oily. The woods are nice and light. Okay, this fragrance can be worn from a teenager upwards to the grave. Seriously, it is very, very wearable. You're going to say, can you wear it for any occasion? Absolutely, this would do any occasion. Perfect in the office, perfect at the gym, perfect at your place of worship, perfect for going to the shops, perfect for any occasion. Okay, do I like it? I absolutely do. Excuse me. Polo red, when I finish with that, I've had my time with it, I will not replace it. When Myslf comes to an end, when the bottle is empty, I will actually replace this. Now, this tall, dark and handsome 100ml will cost you £100. So once again, it ain't not a cheap fragrance. I'm not telling you, oh, this is an absolute bargain, go out and buy it. I'm saying, this is my suggestion to you. Go to a fragrance counter, okay, Boots, Superdrug, wherever you want to go. Get hold of these 2 fragrances because they're so contemporary, they're so right on point. They're both going to be on that fragrance counter. Spray copiously on the one arm and spray copiously on the other arm, and just see what you think. See which one of these tickles you. Okay, they're both gorgeous, they're both amazing. Personal choice is YSL Myslf, because it has, I say, a bit more of a character. It certainly projects, it certainly radiates off me. The total time with this fragrance, because it's a skin scent all day, it's on clothes the next day, but the total time of the fragrance projecting is about 2 hours, and it goes down to like quite, a smallish scent bubble, and it then scent bubbles for another 2 or 3 hours. Okay, so on my skin, this does a lot better. Okay, have I given you all the information you need? Okay, so I'm not saying it's a cheap one, I'm saying go and try the two, okay, because they're very close. Okay, very close. Any more things I need to tell you? Alright, there's nothing else I need to tell you. Okay, other than I'd like to not tell you, I'd like to thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to share my crazy fragrance hobby with you. Thank you for letting me share this fragrance with you. Please, if you would consider a thumbs up, that would be awesome, because thumbs up say, Leggy, just keep going on board, keep going. And then the other thing I'd like to ask you to do is please come back for the next review, because my fragrance collection is growing daily, seriously, and I have so many more to share with you. But you know what? Here's the most important thing. Please, please, please. This is the whole reason for this channel. This is the whole reason of me being here talking absolute rubbish most of the time. But to get your attention and to get you to go, please, please wear a good fragrance every day. Whichever one you choose, wear it. Okay, don't leave it in your wardrobe. Don't leave it in your bathroom cupboard. Seriously, get that fragrance out. Put it by your front door. Get it ready to spray before you go to work or go to the shops or whatever. Whatever you're doing, please wear a fragrance every day. Smile, share, wear, share, enjoy, and then repeat. Okay, I'm going to go now. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.